They begin the drive with Charles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Matthews steps away. And some space here. He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A 15-yard touchdown ground as his guys. On 1st and 10, Matthews. He finds an opening past the 40. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He's brought down.
It'll be a pickup of 4. And it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
33-yard line.
They run. Charles. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great effort there. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 30.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
USC.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback, he can see the entire play, the entire blocking pattern, and understand what it looks like before the ball's even snapped. And I think that's to his benefit, and of course, it's benefiting his team.
It's a gain of 5, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st down.
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
In the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The 2 top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Texas Longhorns against the USC Trojans. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Room to run at the 50. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know,
and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Slater on the return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
and I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Warner. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
You know, the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the linemen to play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 30.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Matthews. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Trojans add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
And they're on 31-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Warner from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The SC offense about set to take over here. On 1st down, Matthews. And his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, 7 count. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Trojans add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Slater on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A give to Martin here, out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. They run the counter with Martin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, Tim. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
18. Longhorns, nothing.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Warner. The middle, and it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Warner. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And as the defense have it, they do, says the referee. We're going the other way. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he gets it down to the 32.
If you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull up and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And it stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long.
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. From 3 yards out. And the Trojans add on to their lead. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Slater on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Pick 6 extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. Get to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Slater on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd down, Pierce. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is brought in at the 21. Fancy footwork by Charles. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
With the score, Trojans 32, Longhorns nothing.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.